Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Brave Fencer Musashi for the Sony PlayStation 1. In the last video, we completed the fourth and last part of the dungeon, and we found out that Manic not only let out the ghouls in order to get the treasure, but that the treasure was an ugly belt. Great. So, since Connors doesn't open on Monday, because I got it on a Sunday, and I had to wait until Tuesday to appraise the ugly belt, I took at least 2 hours in the nearby forest to get all of my stats to level 16, which is the limit for the current chapter that we're on, which is chapter 3. So now I should be ready to appraise the belt.
Welcome. Make yourself at home.
And let me see here. Did I save before doing all of this? Okay. I did. I just wanted to be sure of that because it is possible to mess up what we're about to do. So we need to wait here until 11 a.m. because that's when the appraisal store will open and we'll be able to talk to Connors.
What do you want?
Alright. Let's go ahead and appraise the helmet, which happens to be a bedpan, hence why it smells so bad. A toilet for the bedridden. The stench is killing you. And let's go ahead and get rid of the bedpan. Now let's go ahead and appraise the ugly belt. A disgusting, thrashed up old belt. Unappraised. And if you appraise it, you'll get a piece of legendary armor. The L belt. Now you can do a double jump. Musashi equipped L belt. It is now possible to double jump. So now that we've gotten the L belt equipped, the legendary belt, let's go ahead and leave. And as soon as we do that, we get some dialogue from Manic of all people, who is now back. Ah! Help! Hey, I thought you were resting at the inn.
Well, I went to get some water to prepare things for the restaurant, but shoot, the water's gone.
What? No water in the well? Don't you mean that it went dry?
That's it. You know, you're looking very tall today. I said you've grown at least 100 inches.
Flattery will get you nowhere, pal. You want me to check out the well, right?
You're smart. Surely you'll do it, right? You need a rope to climb down the well. Stored away in the church.
Alright, alright. Give me the rope and I'll go check for you.
I don't have it. I'm so scared to go into the church.
Calm down, pal. Alright, I'll do everything.
Yippee! Thanks. Then I'll go get things ready at the restaurant.
So let's go ahead and go over here, jump over to where the fence is, and then double jump over the fence with the legendary belt. Thankfully, doing a double jump is pretty easy. After your first jump, you can press X at any time to do a second jump, but it's best to do it at the top of the first jump, so that way you get the best possible double jump. Hence why I'm able to get over the fence really easily. Hi, I came to borrow the rope, but is something wrong? Why'd you lock the gate? I believe this is Father White. As soon as you go to the church, you'll definitely find out that he's here sleeping for some reason. What? Oh, hello there, my son. I almost forgot. Someone stole the church's precious bell. I tried to catch the thieves and ran outside, but they tricked me and locked me outside. Oh no! Then what about the rope? Well, it's inside the church. I can't get it for you. This is no laughing matter. You'll be eaten by those ghouls if you stay outside like this. That's why I locked the gate. Oh, thanks for reminding me. You remember who the thieves were? No. They were far gone when I got outside. However, lately, I hear strange noises in the middle of the night. And because of it, I haven't had enough sleep. Oh yeah? Maybe it's just some mice? Do you think so? Then come by at 2 a.m. precisely and I'll show you. There's definitely something wrong. So let's go ahead and double jump again. And we are going to head to the castle. We're going to go ahead and sleep in our room in the castle to pass some time, since this place is closer to the church anyway, and besides, it's free. And once we do that, I will have to go ahead and head back to the village. Once I do that, I'm going to go back to the inn and save, because it is a lot better if I go ahead and do that in case I have problems.
Welcome. Make yourself at home.
This next part shouldn't be too hard, but in case things go wrong, that's a lot of dialogue I don't have to go through again. So let's go ahead and head back to the church. We're going to sleep until around 1:45. After that, we should be able to double jump over the fence and then talk to Father White. At exactly 2. I came at 2 a.m., just like you said. What? Oh, it's you, my son. Listen carefully now. These noises must be those ghouls. See? Didn't I tell you, my son? Hey, monk, is there a way to get inside? Let's see. I have an idea. You can climb onto the roof, then climb into the hole where the bell used to be. How am I going to get onto the roof, pal? I'll help. I'll crouch down and then you stand on my back. You should then be able to jump onto the roof. Okay. And thankfully, getting down into the church is automatic. And as soon as you do that, we have a cutscene.
You're Musashi? What a joke! Like, how audacious of you to have the same name as Brave Fencer Musashi.
Hey, be quiet! Who are you anyway?
I'm Bubbles. Because of my beauty, I won second in the Miss Thirst Quencher contest. No autographs, please.
Miss Thirst Quencher? Don't you mean the contest for old hags?
How dare you, you little runt! Like, just because Sis won first place and I was stuck with second.
Just like the princess. Why are all the women I meet like this?
Like the cat's got your tongue? Well, whatever. Give me Lumina.
Ha! I'll show you what it feels like to be shredded by Lumina!
What a brat! No use trying to negotiate. So, like, get 'em, boys!
You guys blind? Come on, you're history!
Ha! It's only a matter of time before you, like, start whimpering. Time for Dindian! Come out, enemy soldiers!
Whoa! You play fair, don't you? You got a whole army! number 4.
And it's time to face the Vambees soldiers. These guys are a lot tougher, and you just need to... This is basically just a battle against time. You just need to keep these guys at bay, however possible. Best way to do it is to knock them out of the air with Lumina, or throw them into each other. You'll usually...
Hey, these aren't the same rules as in the underground dungeon. Nothing's working. What's going on here?
You'll usually face one at a time at first, but eventually you'll face 2 and then 3. And these guys get a little faster as the battle progresses, so you want to be very careful how you're doing things. If these guys do get to where you are, you need to start using combos.
Stubborn maggots. How can I butcher these zombies?
And eventually, these guys will start throwing these little stun grenades that kind of make it easier or harder for you to get around. And you do not want to be surrounded by these guys, because if you do, it is all over. If you can knock one enemy into another, that really helps.
Hey, it's almost morning. Schools don't come out during the day, so maybe I'll try to kill a little more time.
You do not want to be surrounded by these guys at all. And there we go.
Just as I thought. Sunlight's their weakness. All right, the door opened. I'm out of here.
Are you all right, my son? I was so worried about you. All the ghouls inside died. The church is yours again. Oh, I nearly forgot about the rope. Dear me, what's this awful stench? Here you go, my son. Musashi received the rope. An anchor is tied onto the end of it. You may now enter the well. Phew. I didn't think that'd be this much trouble. Sorry to trouble you, my son. Would you mind looking for the stolen bell? What if I say no? Oh, please, please. That bell is a symbol of hope for everyone in the village, my son. All right. If I find it, I'll bring it. Thank you, my son. I'll give you a reward for bringing it back. So now, we need to jump over the fence again. And we also need to, 1, check out the rope. A rope borrowed from the church. And we also need to save our game, so that way we don't have to go through that ever again.
Welcome. Make yourself at home.
Because I do not want to deal with that. Because it is possible to be completely surrounded by those Vambees soldiers, and it's instant death if that happens. Like, if all 5 of them are there at the same time. So, yeah, you want to save before doing that battle just in case. Usually I don't have problems with that battle, but you never know. Anyway, by pressing square at the well here, Musashi used a rope.
Cool. Now I can get into the well.
And you can wait until later if you want.
Nah, waiting until later.
But you can eventually go down there,
Cool. Now I can get into the well.
which we're going to have to do. It's not like we have anything else to do.
Better get down there.
I guess if you wanted to do that, save again, and then go into the well, you could do that. But anyway, we need to follow the path. And there's a double jump. And there's a ton of stairs. And there is the water crest, protected by a crest guardian. And there is the water crest itself. Or rather, the water scroll. Very interesting. And as soon as we smash that with Lumina, we get the Water Scroll, which is based on the Book of Water. The Water Book concerns strategy, spirituality, and philosophy. The meaning of water in relation to life is flexibility. Water demonstrates natural flexibility as it changes to conform with the boundaries which contain it, seeking the most efficient and productive path. Kind of like how water flows, I guess. So also should one possess the ability to change in accordance with one's own situation to easily shift between disciplines, methods, and options when presented with new information. A person should master many aspects of life, allowing them to possess both balance and flexibility. The spiritual being and energy, or the spiritual being and strategy, not energy, which Musashi writes about concerns your temperament and spirituality while in the midst of or in formulation of a battle. Being a Buddhist, most of what is written in the section concerning spirituality refers to principles of calmness, tranquility, and spiritual balance. In strategy, your spiritual bearing must not be any different from normal. Both in fighting and in everyday life, you should be determined through calm. The balance refers to what could be thought of as yin and yang within one person. The over-familiarity or overuse of one weapon is discouraged by Musashi, as it would be seen to reveal one's spirituality to the enemy. The idea is that a perfectly balanced spirit is also a perfectly balanced physical presence, and neither creates weaknesses nor reveals it to an enemy. During battle, the spirituality imbalance is something of which Musashi notes that one should take advantage. Since small people know the spirituality of big people, they can thus note differences and weaknesses between each other. This is something which seems easy, but is said to change when one is on the battlefield, as then one must know to both adjust one's spiritual balance according to the surrounding environment and receive the balance of others to take advantage accordingly. Just as one's spirit should be balanced, one's various techniques be honed to a perfectly balanced demeanor. In terms of stance, much like balance within the trooper, Musashi notes that stance is an important part of strategy or battle. Adopt a stance with the head erect, neither hanging down nor looking up nor twisted. This is part of what Musashi notes as wedging in. In regards to the gaze of someone, he notes that a person must be able to perceive that which is all around him without moving their eyeballs noticeably, which is said to be a skill which takes an enormous amount of practice to perfect. He notes that this is, again, one of the most important parts of strategy, as well as being able to see things which are close, such as the technique of an enemy. It is also used to perceive things far away, such as arriving troops or enemies, as that is the precursor to battle. One can then change one's actions according to what one sees. There are 5 attitudes of swordsmanship: upper, middle, lower, right side, and left side, which are the 5 classifications of areas for attack on the human body. So, basically, weak points and whatnot. Anything else that I should mention? Not really. Man, there is a lot here. There are a lot of things here in this part of the Wikipedia article about the 5 scrolls. I think I'll leave it to the viewer to actually read that part of the article on their own time, and I will leave a description. So anyway, we have the water scroll. It gives us water techniques, and you will be able to walk on water and shoot water bubbles to put out flames. Rapid fire can be done by holding the button down. Yeah, sorry about that. That was more of a mouthful than I expected. So now that we have the water scroll, we can use it. Walk on water and shoot water bubbles. Rapid fire shots possible. And we're going to need the water scroll to not only walk on the water, but also to get the bell. So holding R1 to fill the gauge, and then pressing triangle
The church bell. Huh. Sure looks heavy.
allows us to get to the church bell. As long as the gauge is filled, we can walk on water and we can shoot bubbles to put out fires, among other things. And once we get to the bell, we'll be told how to return it. How to return the bell. Alternate by carrying and throwing the bell. Touch the bell by using the directional buttons, then carrying it by pressing the triangle or square button. While carrying it, you can throw it by pressing the triangle or square button.
Well, here goes nothing.
And there is, up there, you can tell that that's where another Minku is going to be, but we won't be able to get there immediately. So anyway, we need to take the bell over the water, and we need to throw it upwards, because carrying it over the stairs is going to be a bit of work. Now here, we can throw the bell in this direction, and then we can hold R1 to fill up the gauge, press triangle, and then we'll create a shield of water around ourselves. From here, we can carry the bell over to the cave entrance. This will take us directly to the mine. And once we walk into this little exit with the bell, we'll be able to take it with us. Thankfully, this part is a lot easier. If you drop it into the water, it will return back to where you found it. The bell will just return to where it originally was, and that's something you don't necessarily want to deal with. I also want to keep throwing this because, yeah, that's left of the entrance there to the mine itself. That is due west of where we enter the mine from. And now that we got it over here, I can just pick the bell back up and then just walk out with it. You brought the bell back. Thank you. Here's a token of my appreciation. It's a statue of an angel, my son. Musashi received the statue, a small carving of an angel. Hey, I think I've seen this shape somewhere before. According to legend, that statue is a sacred key to the door that leads to the fire god. Please take care of it. Well, I should go and put back the bell, my son. And apparently he has an easier time carrying it around than we do. But we now have a statue, an angel-shaped statue. Looks like you have the inserted somewhere. And I wonder, can I buy any toys?
Hello.
And let's see here. Well, we have the Vambees soldier. Breaks with the touch of a button. A spectacular breaking action figure. And Bubbles. Shooting action figure. A collector's item. Bincho field gun included. So we now have the Vambees soldier and Bubbles. So that's 2 more toys for us to play with down at the castle. I hope those ghouls will leave the village. Oh, you've already said that. Well, there's not much left to do except
Welcome. Make yourself at home.
to sleep for a little while. And yeah, I guess I could do the whole 3 hours rest deal. Might as well. And then I'll go ahead and save. Because the only place I know of where you can put something into something else is in the dungeon. There's a door that we couldn't do anything with, and it looks like we'll be able to do something with it now. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where we head back to the dungeon, place the angel statue, and then see what awaits us from there. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!